think many of you would have heard that song, but I'm not going to be teaching that song today. I think I have a lesson earlier. Uh, Smoke on the Water is one of the most iconic songs of Deep Purple, but I'm not going to teach Smoke on the Water because it's in my earlier lesson. I'm going to teach something. I think this is the second most popular song by Deep Purple. Somebody asked me to teach this song, and it's called Black Knight. It's got a also very iconic. Okay, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try and play this song. I did play it quite a number of times. I used to play on stage. I mean, stints and all that. So I try to play it over the track. See what I mean. Wait, it starts off with a. Oh yeah, something. Okay. I'll try to work it out. Okay, let's see now. Where do I find Deep Purple Black Knight Complete? Is that it? Oh, I gotta skip some ads to get to this track. Okay, ads. This part is a lot of this riff goes on maybe for 12 bars, but you play it around it. Basically I show you the scale later, okay? It's just running around. You can definitely go down. Then you go to. This is the organ solo. The organ. Again, the lead. But if you notice, Ritchie Blackmore, he won't play the same beat, or he basically he's more on this. He pulls a lot of. He does a lot of it all over. Anyway, I think the song goes on and on and on this bar on this riff, but I think I just start it off here. Okay. It's the song is after this is more like etc. The lead goes on forever. But if we look at Richie Blackmore is the lead guitarist for the song, right? I'm one of his followers. In fact, I guess he is my mentor from the early 70s. To follow his famous, iconic Smoke on the Water, Black Knight, and quite a number. Temple of the King. I think I'll do the Temple of the King later. Temple of the King, he actually left Deep Purple. He formed his own group called Rainbow, I think, yeah. Okay, I tell you what. Actually, from last week onwards, I was teaching you more of the riffs. Okay, the riffs of the song. I'm teaching you more of the songs that have riffs. Like "Smoke on the Water" is the famous riff. Okay, that you know. Then Black Knight has got his. Okay, so I'll go down. You don't want to see my face, do you? Okay. Let's go to the riffs. Okay, song starts off with a, and then it starts with a riff. Okay, that cascading or sliding down is actually, if you look at the tabs, again I'm telling you the tabs. The tabs is basically, you can go down to Google and pick up the tabs from there, and you will see something like it's actually 6 lines. Okay, 6 lines, sometimes dotted, sometimes 6 lines. Basically, EADG, elephants and donkeys grow big ears. Okay, EADGBE, and the tabs are shown upside down. The guitar, just imagine the guitar turned upside down. Of course, last week I told you that we are actually looking at the guitar. All the time we look at the guitar, we are looking at the guitar upside down. Some of the tutors teach with the camera up there, so you can see the guitar from the top. From the top, you're looking down like that, okay? From the guitar. So basically, and if you're flipping upside down, you can relate it to more, because you are watching the guy play the exact way you are watching yourself play the guitar. So it starts off with goes off with this. If you look at the tab, okay, the tab from EADGBE. Normally the last E, this is E, and the last note, and the last note here, it's also E, but they'll put in the typeface capitals, they will put a lower E for the last. So basically, you see this you got to play. Actually, to play fast, to play. Okay, to play that, you have to play. Maybe you double up strumming. You know when you play the fret, what is it, the plectrum, you double up. Okay. So you can get faster. But if you want to play all downstrokes, you got to do very fast. Can be done. So, but that thing goes only once. So basically, you're talking about A from, it's 7, okay? It's 7 times 6. You try to squeeze that 6 sevens, 7, 7, and then you go down to 5, and then 7, 7 on the A string, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6 times, and then 7 on the last string, the E string. Okay, the E 7, 7, 7, and then you wait, wait a minute, it's 7, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7. Then you don't hit this, you hit the last, and then okay, here 7 on the A string, 5 on the D string, back to 7 on the A string, 5 on the A string, 7 on the E string, 5 on the A string, 7 on the A string, and 5 on the D string, 7 on the A, 7 on the A string, 7 on the D string, go back to 5 on the D string, and then A, 7 on the A string, 5 on the A string, 7 on the A string, 5 on the D string, 7 on the A string. And you play this twice, okay? It's like, actually, I hate playing slow because you play fast, you get it right. But when you play slow, it's like running slow. Again, okay, download the riffs. The riffs will give you actually on which string to play. The tab is actually based on the string, so it's easy, very visual. It's like if you want to compare reading the tab and reading those quavers and semi-quavers and crotchets and those notes that was invented, or rather, invented in the early 1,000 years ago by those ancient pianists. Very difficult, very slow, because this you actually just see the notes as it is on the guitar. If I say A7, that's A string, 7 fret. Okay? If I say 5 on the D string, that's D, elephants and donkeys, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So it's so easy. Huh? So you just believe me, get the tab, look at the numbers, and then the numbers will tell you the number on that line, okay? On the first line, the second line will tell you where to put your finger, okay? But of course, you have to arrange your fingers in such a way. You don't play with one finger, Don't play with basically you are playing with 3 fingers, 4 fingers, and each finger would be dedicated to the fret that it is on. Basically, this finger would be dedicated to, okay, like if you are playing the first fret, this finger is on the first fret, this finger on the second fret, this finger on the third fret, this finger on the fourth fret. You're not going to take this finger and put on the first fret. You can't. Okay, it's logic. Okay, so that's basically it. That's how I teach my students. And when I teach, the way I teach now on YouTube is because for that many years, the 10, 20 years I've been teaching students, I know that they can't relate to certain things. So the way I teach is like teaching. I imagine there's a kid in front of me, and I'm teaching him. So basically, sorry if I sound condescending. I don't. I basically I try to reach all levels of guitar, and the less talented they are, the better, because the ones who already are talented, are really good at playing, they will basically improve on their own. Okay, so this is for basically people who are just starting to learn the guitar, or reasonably good, or very good at strumming but want to go on to the realm of playing tabs and lead guitar. Okay, so now, where was I? So now I will teach you the verse, okay? The verse is black night, not right, don't feel so bright, don't care, sit tight, na 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 na. Okay, so from there it's black night would be black night, not right. Okay, so it'd be 5 to 7 on the A string, on the A string 5 to 7, and then you play the zero, the zero on the E string. So it's 5 7, and you hit the 0 7, 0 and 7 on the A string. So the string will be ringing out. It'll be 5 7 and 0 7 0 7 0 7 3 times. Not 0 0 7 James Bond. 5 7 0 7 0 7 0 7 3 times, and this riff will go on for I don't know. You got to go with that. This 7 and this 5 7 0 7 0 7 0 7 will go for 6 times before you go to this is where you're singing, and then maybe I'll find on my way down the line that I'm free, and then it goes free to be. Listen to the song. Okay, let me work this out again. It goes to A, and then the second goes to B7. Okay, so basically it is 6 times. Okay, one batch is 3. Okay, 5 7 and 307. 307. This phrase, you call it a phrase. This phrase you do 6 times, and then you go to. Sorry. There. This is when you're playing slow. Now, when I play fast again, right? Now I'm going to slow it down. This is a hammer-on. You can hammer twice, or he's doing twice. Normally he does. Sometimes he does twice. Sometimes he does once. Or sometimes he does. And then it goes back. I do once in a while. B7. And then he goes on to the lead one. And this is where he runs the lead. And the lead, okay, in the lead I'm going to show you. Basically, this song is on E, yeah? Okay. Remember, Smoke on the Water was G, this is E. Okay, so you're playing on this riff. What the E minor riff is here. Um, 1 4 on the 12th fret. When you see these two dots, it's the 12th fret. Huh? 1 4 1 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. Basically, it's that. Okay. And you want to go further than that, you basically you. I think I'm not going to teach that. Basically, you can stay here. Okay, but do a lot of pulling, BB King style. Okay, this is BB King and what's his name? The other guy, Chuck Berry or whatever. They all do. Okay, from the 14, 12 to 14, and these two strings, you can pull the string. Or you can pull this. This you pull the third, okay, for the G string. But he be actually I can go for hours on this. You're just only basically playing the scales, yeah. 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4. Can do. This is a blending. You call it blending. You're pulling this string to get the same tune as the last string. Actually, basically, you're pulling it two frets higher. And this you're pulling this to blend with this. And you can do a triple bend if you want. You're pulling this string to match this string, you're pulling that string to match, and 4 strings to match, whatever. And then you can get it out. Or you without. Okay, so you're not playing, Or you can do touch. You're playing with the harmonics, okay? That will come later on. But for all intents and purposes, you just learn the tabs on the riff, okay, the iconic, okay? I tend to you pull the string. Actually, basically, I'm pulling the string into my thumb. You're getting special effects on that. Okay. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. That's Mount Fauji signing off again. Another course on this time it's Black Knight. I think the song is the second most famous song after Smoke on the Water. I might have to do back Smoke on the Water because many of my students saying the early one they can't follow. I will try to. In fact, later on, I'm going to go into editing whereby I edit. No, but you don't really need to. You don't really need to see the tabs. Because if the tabs are on the screen, it's too fast for you to capture. Better you download it from Google and it's all printed out. You can blow it up on the photo set, whatever. But tabs are simple, okay? I don't want to undermine those teachers who are teaching piano on those what do you call it? The manuscripts on those what I call them tauge. No, Malays tauge. Here it's tadpoles. It takes a long time. They go for their students go for their piano classes, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8. And by the end of 8 years, to get a grade 8, they still can't play in the band. They can only play in the house. And every time a friend of mine who's good at the piano calls me to play, come and listen to me. And I'm quite busy. I got to especially if they are very good at the violin or the flute. Come and listen to me. I can imagine if the time when the Beatles, what's his name, Paul McCartney and John Lennon already got together, but they're looking for a lead guitarist, and somebody says, "Hey, I know this guy. He's a very good lead guitarist." So they go and meet up with him, and that's how he became a member. But if they told him, we have a good flutist or violinist, I think Paul and John Lennon would have probably run away. So basically, those who are learning piano and learning violin and the flute or whatever, and using those notes, it'll take a very long time for them to learn. Okay, so in my style, when I'm teaching guitars, and especially when I'm teaching tabs, I tell them, look, you can come for a 1 month lesson, and after 1 month, if you cannot play, and after 1 month, if you are able to play songs and sing songs and you're happy with that, you can leave. So basically, they're not going to come and learn with me for the next 8 years, because I think most of them will drop off after 1 year. And those who are interested in learning music for the certificates, I don't know. Yeah, you can go to school and get all your cert. When you come to my age, I studied until PhD, and I can't go any further than that. So find that when you come to a situation like this, where you're old and nobody wants to employ you, you can take all your certs, put it in one bundle, flush it down the toilet. Same thing, no problem, no difference in your life. Okay, but that's another story. That's beside the point. Anyway, I don't want to get carried away in all this long conversation, but basically, if you reach my age, okay, you have a different perspective of life, and at the end of the day, when somebody brings all their certs and says, "See what I have," what can you do with it? Okay, so my advice to you now is to learn guitar. I did mention that I am parked in front of a college called Epitome College, where they teach you how to do recordings, okay, audio technology, audio, whatever you call it. Basically, you are able to produce your own songs and things like that. This college is teaching something worthwhile. I think what I'm going to do, something very, very different today. I'm going to take my, okay, I'm not, listen, I'm not being paid for this. I'm not being paid to do this, but I'm going to take this camera and I'm going to turn the direction to no, okay, how do I get it the face? Okay, you're going to see everything. You're going to see all this upside down, okay? But basically, It's that's electronic music production. This is the audio industry. You're seeing it upside, you're seeing it reverse, or rather it's inverse. The film industry. Okay. I want to try to get this camera to go forward. How do I do that? Oh, I think I just got it in pause. Okay. So that college is directly in front of me, and if you look at it, okay, art director, digital artist, creative director, content developer, that's what I'm doing now. Film industry, film director, cinematographer, uh, recording engineer. Okay, uh, I'm not being paid to advertise for this college, but I believe that if you study here, uh, even if you do not finish your course and get your certificate to frame it on the wall, okay, you just have to learn how to operate the what do you call it, when you have all this I have all these mixers and all. If you can learn how to operate this stuff, you can produce your own music and make money. You don't have to wait for people to employ you. Nobody's going to employ you during this COVID crisis, okay? So